Okay, I was just scared. I thought I lost my mobile phone. So, today I drove so far 40 miles to the meeting point, and then after that I had around 80 miles of mostly off-road. This is actually the soft terrain that you see now. The one previous was a little bit harder. So let me just put the shield on. And I have to tell you, yeah, that the Honda didn't disappoint. I still need to put the bars higher for the geometry. And I will be thinking about upgrading the suspension. But in our group today, we have KTM 7 days. We have Yamaha VR650. We have Yamaha XT250. What did I say? Yamaha. No, wait. What do we have here? So we have the XT250, the Husqvarna 301. We have KTM 7 days or 6 days. I'm not sure which one it is. And we have my bike, and there is another one, and I cannot remember what it is. But basically, today's ride full of enjoyment. I'm the weakest rider here. I've got the least experience, but I keep up with the guys because they probably were not doing it the speed that they are used to. But jump. But I had a few struggles. I started once up the really rocky terrain up. Once I stopped at the river crossing, and I dropped my bike once. Again, by drop I mean just putting it on the ground. But the rest of that, the bike didn't disappoint. The torque is great, just right as it should. Okay. I think I'm killing the battery now, so yeah, so the last video, battery is dying down, so okay, good. So yeah, XT, KTM, Beta, yeah, Beta was the, so we more or less have representation of each motorbike manufacturer. Oh, this is really terrible, people, okay. But the dust, it didn't rain for a while, so the dust is today quite enormous. The gas is quite enormous, dust, but overall the ride is quite good. The river crossings were on the lower side, no much mud, but yeah, the torque on this motorbike, it pulls on the second gear, it pulls on the third gear, on the fourth gear. I'm just really pleased with how it is coping everything, controlled. As I mentioned, the one thing, the suspension is quite soft, so if I didn't compensate a lot with my legs, it would kick me in my butt many times. And also for that reason then my legs are getting a little bit more tired, because I have to compensate a lot with my thighs and my knees, and because the bar riser is still not high enough for me, I also have to be bowed slightly, so the geometry is not optimal yet for me, but that's something I can work out on. And it was good that I had the opportunity to test it in a proper longer adventure off-road on the longer miles, because with the short miles that I was usually doing, you cannot really evaluate the performance of the suspension and of the ergonomics. You need really to do longer rides, and you need to do longer rides off-road if you want to test it for the off-road ergonomics. So let's close the mask for less wind, but the bike is doing great. Coming to Harrogate, I was doing 60, 80, 70 miles on the motorway, completely nice. It was a little bit cold, but the motorbike, the ride was comfortable. I didn't feel that I'm stressing the motorbike. Here on the hills, it performs perfectly. Again, the low torque allows you to go on third gear, on fourth gear, on roads, even off-road. If it's too technical, then I prefer to go on the second gear. I think there was only once when I went on the first gear, and that was because we stopped, there was a gate on the bottom, and I started in the first gear, so I revved it up with the first gear up, and I could feel that actually the bike was lifting more, the front wheel, because it has a lot of torque. So from that reason, it's really better to go on the second gear and feather the clutch and control the amount of torque distribute to the rear wheel. Okay, nice. I like this. And as I said, yeah, coming to Peak District or to York for a ride, Yorkshire, you not only enjoy the off-road on the off-road roads, but even, you know, the connection between the off-road roads, this type of roads, they are brilliant. Yeah, you have roads with the nice curves, not many cars, not much traffic here, and you can just enjoy the views, and you can enjoy also the ride, leaning. Of course, there's a lot of often in the middle of the road you have the sand that is used that was used in winter and salt, and so you need to be careful when leaning. Always look ahead the bend and adjust your speed correctly. You don't want to your front wheel to wash on sand. That's a recipe for not so pleasant disaster. Okay, good. So my battery should be dying any minute, so I will just shut up now and let you to enjoy the ride.